What we do here is go back.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ray Live, and today we are looking at another video. So this is another reaction video. So the next gen of consoles are just right around the corner, literally like a month away. Not even, probably like a little bit less than a month now, if whenever this video gets up. And you know, I'm gonna get the PS5, and I may buy the Xbox Series S, because I have my Xbox One, and I really come to realize that I only have like three actual physical games on that thing, and like 2 of those games are also on Game Pass. So really, the Series S for 1440p gaming at 60 frames per second and can be upscaled to 4K for only $300 for a next gen system that can play the next gen games and also be a great Game Pass machine. That sounds nice or whatever, right? But as of right now, I currently use this Asus gaming laptop. I done a lot with this thing. It has done pretty well, pretty good, but eventually an upgrade needs to happen. So I've been in the market looking for parts and pieces for I can build myself the next generation of a gaming PC, because I'll be using Game Pass Ultimate, so I can have the games on my Series S whenever I get it, or Series X, and my PC, because the Game Pass, they have different libraries for both console and also their PC. Because one of my friends, they were like, "Oh, we should play Minecraft," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I know it's on the Game Pass, but it was on Game Pass for console, not PC." So that worked out on my end, but not on his end. But I would like something that would play the next gen titles at a 4K per se on a desktop that I personally built myself, because we got the new NVIDIA cards, the 30 series. So you know, the 3070, the 3080, and the 3090. In between the 70 and the the 70 and the 80 of the 30s, because those are better than the 20 series from their highest end for being the 2080 Ti. So next up was a CPU, and they did this a couple of days ago, but AMD announced their new desktop processors, and so we are actually gonna bring it up here. We're actually gonna watch the video. Now it is like 24-ish minutes long, and this video is gonna be longer, because I'm going to be talking about them as we watch along, and hopefully I understand most of the stuff we're talking about. I'm still new to this whole PC building, spec realizing, but hopefully we put 1 and 2 together and make something great out of it, and see what AMD is offering for the next generation of their CPU processors. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
We started Zen from scratch, starting with a clean sheet of paper.
Zen turned out to be a grounds-up design, which doesn't come along very often.
In the life of an engineer, you get to build something this significant once, twice, if you're lucky, 3 times in your lifetime. AMD enables the engineers to go off and innovate and to bring to market what it is that they dream about.
I'm extremely pleased to show
I
you
got something to
for the
drink
first
here, so
time
excuse me.
the name of our new CPU. Now it's time for you to see Ryzen in action. We wanted to disrupt the PC market. We wanted to bring innovation, choice, and performance to as many people as possible. In high-performance PCs, it was about delivering more performance at every single price point.
The Ryzen Threadripper acknowledges that there are people who want to create and game on the same PC and need the scalability and need the performance to do that, and that's what's really exciting about the Threadripper chip.
It was our commitment to our customers that we would deliver to the roadmap that we set out, and momentum is now on our side.
The anticipation around 3rd Gen Ryzen is really impressive. Meet the world's first 16-core gaming processor.
Now, in 2019, 3rd Gen Ryzen Zen.
What we did in Zen was push well beyond what we thought we could do. It makes me so proud to be able to look back and say that I was part of that.
Our mission with Ryzen has always been clear. It's about making the right bets 3 to 5 years in advance and making sure that they come to fruition. Our goal is to give you the best. Welcome, everyone. Big welcome to all of you, and thank you all for joining us today. I've been looking forward to this moment all year, and I know many of you have too. It's been a challenging year for everyone as we've navigated the COVID-19 pandemic globally. But one thing we've learned is just how important high-performance computing technology
So they basically just did this like a normal presentation.
to entertainment,
Interesting.
the PC is now the computing platform of choice in 2020. And I'm really excited to show you today what we have been working on for the next gen PC platform.
Computer gaming has
especially
gone up
for
in
all of you
2020
gamers.
since this
Now,
pandemic
it's
hit.
already been an incredible year for gamers. There's so much excitement.
Oh, I see a
around the
PS5.
next
Why
gen
am I seeing
consoles. We are
PS5s?
so proud to power the new Sony PlayStation 5 with a high-performance custom chip featuring our AMD Ryzen CPU and AMD Radeon GPU technology.
Why are they shouting out the PlayStation? Y'all,
We are
you
equally
got a
proud
cheap.
that custom
You got.
AMD
I'm about to say
processors
y'all
also
chips
power
in
the new
both
Microsoft
in both
Xbox Series
systems.
X
Come on
and
now.
Series S consoles. Again, featuring our high-performance Ryzen and Radeon technologies. These consoles are bringing just incredible technology to gamers all over the world, and are really a result of just deep engineering partnerships over many, many years with both Sony and
That's
AMD.
crazy.
Now, gaming
Ryzen
is
is
at the
getting
heart
money.
of so much of what we do at AMD.
Because
Whether
they
you're
chips
talking
are
about
in
PCs
laptops,
or
desktops,
or cloud gaming,
consoles.
AMD loves gaming, and we like to say gaming begins with AMD. So today, we're going to talk specifically about our next-gen PC gaming platform. So let's talk a little bit about Ryzen.
All right, let's get it.
Now, you guys know we brought the first generation of Ryzen to market in 2017. And we actually had one goal. It was to build the best PC desktop processor possible. Now, we knew we wouldn't get there in one step, but with each generation of Ryzen, it's gotten better. And we focused on how do we deliver more performance? How do we deliver the best features? And how do we give more capabilities to all of you PC enthusiasts so that you can do more than you ever thought with your desktop or in your notebook? And we've made great, great progress. We started with Ryzen in desktops, and then we introduced Ryzen Threadripper in high-end desktops. And now, actually, Ryzen is in many amazing notebook systems with our Ryzen 4000 series. I think it's safe to say that AMD loves the PC, and I think also it's safe to say that PC users love Ryzen. So we really appreciate that. Now look, let's just focus on the desktop for a few minutes. The progress we have made over the last few years has been really amazing. If you look at the market before Ryzen, the desktop PC was on sort of an incremental performance slope for the last many years. Now, over the past 3 years, we've significantly changed that trajectory and really completely reset expectations as we've gone from first-gen Ryzen.
I'm a simple man. If I see lines going up faster than other lines, that's better, right?
Desktop processor, and today, third-gen Ryzen leads in so many areas. We're the highest in multi-threaded performance.
Third gen Ryzen is
We are
real
the
good.
best
I ain't
in
gonna
terms of
lie.
power efficiency, And 3rd Gen Ryzen is an absolutely great gaming processor. But as you know, we're really ambitious. So our work with Ryzen is never done. Our engineers have been on this maniacal focus of what can we do more? What can we do better? So today, we're here to talk about our brand new CPU core. You've all been waiting for it. It's all about Zen 3. And with
All right,
Zen
let's
3,
get it.
we focused again on bringing the best to the PC market. I'm so proud of what we've accomplished. Zen 3 increases our lead in overall performance. It increases our lead in power efficiency, and also now it delivers the best single-threaded performance and gaming performance as well. We've made massive changes in the core architecture, and I'm sure all of you want to know what's inside Zen 3. So let me hand it over to AMD CTO Mark Papermaster to give you all the details.
Papermaster? That's his name? Papermaster?
Well, thank you, Lisa. I couldn't be more excited than to share a little bit more about Zen 3 and our progression to get here.
Is your
It's
name
been
really
quite a journey.
Papermaster?
We set a course over 5 years ago to design a family.
His last name is legit
Our
Papermaster.
goal, very simply, outright leadership.
Mark,
We set up the team.
that's
for the
kind of lit.
development of multiple processor
Mr.
generations to be done in
Papermaster.
parallel,
That's
with designers
crazy.
leapfrogging from one generation to another. This has resulted in consistent
I'm sorry,
delivery to the market.
but that's kind of a fire name. But kind of a bad superhero name like Papermaster.
Debuting in Ryzen desktops this fall. It is a
There's no
beast
need to
in
fear,
performance. We
Papermaster
deliver
is
absolute
here.
leadership in
What
the
you gonna
x86
do?
market.
I can
Zen
give
brought
him a
us back
paper cut.
into high performance with a 52% improvement in instruction
I'm sorry.
per clock
Let's
in
get
a
back to
single
this.
generation. It built a strong base for us to build upon as we developed the Zen family. Last year, Zen 2 brought double-digit % increase in instruction per clock and debuted 7 nanometer in chiplet technology. That 7 nanometer efficiency enabled leadership, multi-core performance, and core density. The innovative chiplet implementation allowed us ease of manufacturing with the small 7 nanometer die and scalability to leadership core counts. And now Zen 3. Wow, what a great job by the design team to improve every aspect of the CPU, delivering leadership performance in that same 7 nanometer node. Higher frequency,
max
higher instruction
boost.
per clock, with design
PC
improvements across
uplift,
all of
new
the
core
CPU
layout,
and
cache
lower latency
topology,
on top of that. You
7
look at
nanometer.
some of the key
Okay.
elements. There's a new layout of our processor that brings all the cores onto a unified 8-core complex. And that accelerates core-to-core communication. That's especially helpful for gaming workloads. That consolidation actually allows every core
low latency, significant accelerator for PC gaming applications, reduce memory latency for gaming,
workloads that are latency sensitive,
greater performance
like gaming.
across all
And
applications.
finally,
Huh.
significant changes throughout
Wider,
the Zen
faster,
3
and even more
architecture,
efficient.
generating a 19% instruction per clock uplift. That's on top of the significant gains that we had just in the mid of last year with Zen 2. Altogether, Zen 3 is our most significant architectural update yet across the Zen family. We made the Zen 3 floating point and integer execution units wider, more flexible, and allows us to deliver more execution capability to the user at a
Got
lower
this maxed
latency.
out, don't I?
We've increased the number of loads and stores that we can do versus Zen 2,
I'm sorry.
helping us
I'm bringing
feed
this up
those
to its
wider
max.
execution capabilities. of Zen 3.
Papermaster kind of soft.
We've added more branch prediction bandwidth. It allows Zen 3 to tackle back-to-back
19% higher instructions per clock.
We call it zero bubble.
Slash store
These
performance
innovations keep
and
Zen 3
flexibility.
ahead of the industry norm on generational improvements and position
Zero
Zen 3
bubble
based
branch
Ryzen to be a
prediction.
clear desktop performance
Okay,
leader.
so this is a lot of stuff I don't know about.
Performance engineering never has one single bullet. It takes focused microprocessor engineering. It's a broad set of improvements that are needed to make a great architecture. It takes innovation on all of the key levers. Zen 3 is a total front-to-back
Oh, okay, so that 19% is all that
microarchitecture
stuff
has
on the
laser
side.
focus
Okay.
on performance on every element. End-to-end improvements, caching, load store, our execution units, our prefetching, our dispatch, our decode. Zen 2 in fact, had been organized with 2 4-core cache complexes, and it was tightly integrated. That was a very good design, but what we found is that we brought that together into that single
So still on the Zen 3, is it? Are you gonna show it?
That direct access
Let's see squares.
32 megabytes
Ah,
of
there we
free
go.
cache rather than the 16 megabytes that we have with Zen 2. That direct access to a cache pool of this size is very significant for gaming. They tend to make frequent use, of course, of the memory subsystem, and in fact, many games have a dominant thread. And that makes especially heavy use of the cache, and that thread now sees effectively twice the L3 cache in Zen 3. So every core can now communicate directly to the cache without traversing across the die, and that reduces latency. And it stays synchronized for applications using AI, audio, physics, and more. You can see that we continue our relentless commitment to energy efficiency with every generation. We're always honing our design methodologies to focus on performance per watt, even as we make the processors faster for gamers. Zen 3 is no different, delivering up to 24% improvement in power efficiency versus the prior generation. That's double-digit performance per watt uplift in the same process node. And that's on top of all the architectural changes that we drove in to drive up the performance. Our commitment to energy efficiency across time has put us in the driver's seat.
Oh snap!
Today,
Calling out
2.8x
Intel.
efficient than competing high-end desktop processors. And that's only a strengthening of the leadership that we demonstrated during the prior Zen 2 era. We will not let up going forward. We're focused on execution. Zen 3 is shipping as promised, and the 5-nanometer Zen 4 on track in design. The AMD team is hitting on all cylinders.
I'm about to say, so we're on Zen 3 right now, but they already trying to work on Zen 4.
Processors to keep AMD in the
Jeez.
forefront and deliver the best compute experience.
2022?
Thank you. And let me welcome back Lisa to now show off our
Ain't
Zen
no
3
way.
and new Ryzen processors.
These people be working.
Thank you, Mark. That was great.
Got respect for
I'm
that.
so proud of what the team has accomplished with Zen 3. We really focused on what is most important for gamers and enthusiasts. And at 19% IPC increase, it's our largest increase generation over generation since we launched the Zen family. So now let's see Zen 3 in action. I'm so proud to show you for the very first time the AMD Ryzen 5000 series for high performance PCs.
Okay, let's get
World's
it.
first Zen 3 powered CPU. This is the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. 12 cores, 24 threads, and a boost up to 4.8 gigahertz. It's a very special product, the ultimate enthusiast processor.
So that's like what,
Compared
that's
to the
literally like
3900
their
XT,
highest
the
end.
5900X has 19% higher IPC, higher clock speeds, and all of the Zen 3 core improvements that Mark talked about,
Ooh.
all while remaining at
Sorry,
105 watts. This makes Ryzen 5900X a big
12
upgrade from
cores,
3rd gen
24
Ryzen all
threads,
around,
okay.
but especially in gaming.
105, what?
Now
Whoa,
let me turn it over to
whoa.
Robert Hallett to show you the
You're gonna need
5900X in action.
Your power supply needs to be on God tier.
Thanks, Lisa. Hey, everyone. Let me give
Okay,
you a
I like that
sense
background.
of
I like
just
that
how
background.
much faster the 5900X is compared to our current best, the 3900 XT. To do that, we're going to use Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a game I personally love, and a game reviewers often look at to judge CPU performance. We're going to run the built-in benchmark here at 1080p using the high image quality preset on 2 otherwise identical systems.
Okay,
You can see a
okay.
whopping 28% increase just by moving from the 39XT to the 5900X in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And as you will soon see,
920 by
the performance
1080
from the
resolution.
5900X is faster than the competing processors as well. Now, as any enthusiast knows, 28% from a processor change is a massive upgrade. But that's what AMD customers, like me, can look forward to. This truly demonstrates the gaming strength
Never
of Zen
played Shadow of
3
the Tomb
when
Raider.
you combine
Pretty sure I got
historic
for free
IPC
one time.
uplift, unify cores, and unify cache pools. Now, as we zoom out to look at a wider set of games, you can see that the 28% uplift in Shadow of the Tomb Raider is joined by many titles.
League of Legends,
with
PUBG, Dota
significant
2, F1
double-digit
2019,
performance
Battlefield
improvements.
5, Total
The
War,
gains are even bigger
CSGO,
in titles like
Tomb
CSGO
Raider,
and
Far
League
Cry
of
New
Legends,
Dawn, and some other
the
game
highest possible
I
frame rate
never
is
heard of.
practically the #1 priority to be competitive. Overall, gamers upgrading from the Ryzen 3000 series to the Ryzen 5000 series can expect an average performance improvement of 26% at 1080p. Again,
Okay.
this is just a monumental performance jump for an in-socket upgrade in the same motherboard, and a true testament for how good Zen 3 is in gaming. Now, as many know, strong gaming performance relies on strong single-core performance. That's exactly what Zen 3 has.
Okay.
And I want to
What
show
you got for me?
using Cinebench R20 single thread. There are many ways to assess single thread performance, but Cinebench is a fast and easy tool that you can run at home. And it's one of the 25 workloads that we use to calculate the 19% improvement for Zen
Okay.
3's instructions
Okay.
per cycle.
Oh, dang,
As
they
you can
got
see,
out Intel.
The
Okay.
5900X is the first desktop processor to ever break a 600 score. We don't break it by a little, we break it by a lot with a score of 631. We at AMD heard you loud
First
and clear
desktop
as
processor
you
to do
challenged
it.
us to
Okay.
continue investing in single core performance, and the results speak for themselves. The combination of IPC, frequency, cores, and cache give AMD the fastest cores in the desktop market and give you the best possible gaming performance. So
Okay.
let's take that landmark core performance into a head-to-head battle.
Okay, Total War
Across
like
the
that.
same set of
Whatever
games
Total
you
War
just
is,
saw,
it don't even
the
do that
AMD
much.
Ryzen 9
Same with Far
5900X
Cry.
is a clear winner at 1080p.
Battlefield 5,
As
it
I
actually
promised
took a
you,
loss.
AMD wins in Shadow of the Tomb Raider by +6, and is joined by many other games popular with reviewers and users like you. League of Legends and CSGO are once again standout victories for the Ryzen 9 5900X.
Talk
That
about
was
the
a lot
L.
of data very quickly.
Talk
Let's take a
about
step
the
back.
L.
Let's recap.
Took it out.
You saw an average uplift of 26% for Ryzen customers upgrading from the 3000 series to the 5000 series. You just watched AMD deliver the highest single-core performance in the entire desktop PC market. And
Damn,
you
we
just
still
saw
got some
AMD
time on
clearly
here.
offer the best performance of any gaming processor on the market. I will put it plainly. We know that you're going to wait for benchmarks, but customers who buy processors purely for their gaming performance will absolutely want a Ryzen 9 5900X for the best possible PC gaming experience. Now let's bring Lisa back up to give you more details on these awesome gaming processors.
Okay, so I'm hoping she talks about the other
Thanks,
ones.
Robert. That was fantastic. I hope you're all now convinced that the Ryzen 9 5900X is the best gaming processor in the world. Now let's look at the stack. In the 5000 series, we have a great choice for every gamer or PC enthusiast. In addition to the 5900X, we have the
Okay.
5800X, an 8-core, 16-thread processor with boost frequencies up to 4.7 gigahertz at 105 watts. And we also have the 5600X, a 6-core, 12-thread CPU with boost frequencies up to 4.6 gigahertz at 65 watts. Now let's talk about price and availability. The 6-core 5600X
Okay,
is
yeah.
$299. The 8-core 5800X is $449.
Huh.
And the amazing 5900X,
See,
combining the leadership performance
pretty
and
sure
power
the
efficiency
the
of Zen 3 in a
5600X
12-core 7nm
is
design
not
is priced at
I mean, you know it's not as
$549.
powerful, but it is a good
And all of these
value.
will be available globally on November 5th. We're
But
really
at
proud
that
of
point,
the
when you
5000
get to the
series,
7 and
but you
9,
know we're not done.
it's just $100 difference.
We love our enthusiasts, and there's one more processor in our stack, which is the ultimate processor for gaming and content creation.
Okay, what
For
we
those
got?
of you who want the very best processor in a desktop PC, we have the 16-core Ryzen 9 5950X. The 5950X is simply an amazing CPU.
16
16
cores.
cores, 32
she's saying
threads,
it.
and our fastest processor with boost frequencies up to 4.9 gigahertz.
How much though?
The 5950X breaks the Cinebench R20 single-threaded record that Robert set just a few minutes ago with a score of 640. It is truly the best in class in every dimension. Best gaming performance meets best processor for content creation, and all of this still at 105 watts. Now let's take a look at some of the performance.
It's
If we look
crazy.
at the generational uplift from the 3950X to the 5950X, we see up to 27% more performance in CAD workloads.
Oh,
And
okay.
12% more performance in
Video
rendering
editing,
workloads.
ray
More
tracing,
impressively, we
CAD.
see up to
I use
29%
CAD.
more gaming performance.
It
And
was-
this is
it
really
was
how we
something.
bring the best of both worlds together. The best for gamers and the best for creators.
Darn.
And now, if you put 5950X against the top of the stack from the competition, we see that the 5950X provides up to 59% more creative performance in rendering workloads.
Oh my gosh.
Double-digit wins in video editing and software compiling.
Dang, Intel.
And we also
what you
win
doing?
in lightly threaded CAD workloads as well. We're really proud of the fact that we also win in
Ryzen really
There's
chilling
nothing
on
like
y'all
the
because
5950X in the
that's
world.
crazy.
One processor that delivers the best power efficiency, our highest clock speeds, the highest single core performance in the industry, and the highest multi-core performance of any gaming processor. And it's priced at $799
Ooh.
and will also be available globally on November 5th.
Oh,
I hope you're now as excited about
that's
AMD Ryzen
gonna
5000 series as I
go.
am.
These
Zen 3 is
processors are
really
gonna
amazing,
fly
and I'm
off
so
those
happy we could
shelves.
show it to you today. But you guys send me a lot of notes and a lot of tweets, and I know that you're not just excited about Ryzen
Golly.
5000 series, but there's a
a
tremendous amount of
lot.
enthusiasm and curiosity
That's if
about
you
our
really
Radeon
want
lineup
all
as well.
that.
So the next few weeks are just an amazing time for us. In addition to
See?
introducing our Ryzen 5000 series, we're also going to introduce
That's the
our
thing. I
next
never
gen
know
Radeon
about
GPU.
the
And I want to give
AMD's
you a small preview of that today.
GPUs, their graphics cards.
This is the AMD Radeon RX 6000 series, which we now affectionately call Big Navi, thanks to many of you who nicknamed it for us. It is absolutely gorgeous and by far the most powerful gaming GPU we have ever built. We got a lot of requests from our fans on social, and I heard a whole conversation on the Full Nerd last week about wanting to see Zen 3 and Big Navi in action. So today, I'm going to show you a preview of what you can expect from AMD Ryzen 9 5900X and our Radeon 6000 series.
Okay.
We've been doing a
Okay.
tremendous amount of work optimizing gameplay with Ryzen 5000 and Radeon 6000 series. So let me show you today Borderlands 3, which is a very popular AAA title
okay,
running at 4K
Borderlands.
resolution on the Ryzen 5900X and our Radeon 6000 series.
Oh my
Take a
god.
look at that performance.
If only I can
Over
see this
60
in
frames per
4K.
second at 4K
I don't have a
with
4K
beautiful
monitor.
We are super excited with what we've accomplished with Big Navi. In addition to Borderlands 3, here's a bit more of a performance preview on Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Gears of War 5 at ultra settings in 4K. And
Okay,
again, what
frames
you
per
see
second,
is tremendous
61,
4K
88,
performance
73.
across the board.
And
We
that's
still
at
have a
max,
few weeks until launch, and the team is working really
max
hard on
resolution
fine-tuning
for
things.
4K.
But I hope you're as excited as we are about what Ryzen
So if you
5000
take that down from
series and
4K,
Radeon
those
6000
numbers go
series can
up
do together
way higher.
for your next generation PC.
I bet.
So that brings us to the end. I hope you enjoyed today. It's
Okay,
been so
so the
much
cards
fun spending time
available
with you.
on the
We have a lot
5th.
more to show you later this month, so
When's
join
our-
us again on October 28th, where we'll give you the full story of our AMD Radeon RX 6000
Oh,
series.
the 28th
And
when
make
they're
sure
gonna
you
show
mark
off
your
their
calendar
cards.
for November 5th to
Okay.
find Ryzen 5000 series on shelf worldwide. Take care and see you soon.
Okay, so they're gonna talk about their cards on the 28th. Okay, okay, okay. 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 Oh snap, they're showing the what they had stuff playing on. Okay. 'Cause I knew I saw something that said GTX or RTX, like yeah, right here, like 2080 Ti and whatnot. So that's really what I want to see. So they might have another video on their graphics cards, and we might look at that. Okay, so back to me. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right. So that's the cards, not the cards, but the chips, the CPUs, the processors, Zen 3 architecture, what's it called, the 5000 series. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at that 7, but that 9's just $100 more at what, 550, and with the 550, and the 7's being at like 450. No, I got those numbers messed up. Hang on, let's look at those real quick. Where was those prices at? I gotta see. Okay, yeah, I was right. All right, yes. So the 9's 550, the 4 is 450, but the 5 is 300, 7's 450, 9's 550. So literally for what, 300, 550, and then 550, 450, 300. So $150 more you can get this, and for $100 more you can get that. See, I'm looking at this one right now, the 7. But for just $100 more, I can get this. Now I don't need the big mama of the, what is it, 5950 being. They had the price of it. Where's the price at, lady? I know you had the price. Where is it at? I might have missed the price.
At 105 watts. Now let's take a look at some of the performance. If we look at the general 16
Where's the
cores,
price at?
32 threads,
Yeah.
and our fastest processor with boost frequencies up to 4.9 gigahertz.
Okay. Tell me the price of this one. It's like
5950X breaks the Cinebench R20
like
single-threaded
700
record
something, right?
that Robert set just a few minutes ago with a score of 640.
Yes,
It is truly the best in class in every dimension. Best gaming performance meets
Come on.
best
Show me
processor
the
for
price.
content creation.
Show me the
And
price.
all of this still at 105 watts.
Okay. Show me the
Now let's
price.
take a look at some of the performance.
Oh my
If
gosh.
we look at the generational uplift
Was that
from
after
the
this?
3950X to the 5950X, we see up to 27% more performance in CAD workloads and 12% more performance in rendering workloads. More impressively, we see double-digit wins in video editing and
Okay.
software
How much is
compiling.
this? We should be
And
hitting
we
the
also
price.
win in lightly threaded CAD workloads as well. We're really proud of the fact that we also win in gaming.
I'd say
There's
it's
nothing like the
700.
5950X in the world.
700,
One
800.
processor that delivers the best power efficiency, our highest clock speeds, the highest single core performance in the industry, and the highest multi-core performance of any gaming processor.
Yes.
And it's priced at $799.
$800. Okay. 800. So 300, 450, 550, 800. 800. So 550 at 800? No way. It's like $250 more. If I'm thinking about it right. Golly. Who 5950Xs are for those over the top people. Those are the people that get the 3090 Nvidia cards. But okay, back to me. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, yeah, so the AMD Ryzen 5000 series, the 7's looking real good, but the 9's looking right at me saying you can just spend an extra $100 and will be better. And I'm looking at it like, you right. But I am actually now interested to see the graphics cards, the Radeon graphics cards, see how they compare to the new 30 series that Nvidia has. I wonder if they'll do comparisons on those. But other than that, the link for this video will be in the description below. Link to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook will be in the description below, and also the link to my Twitch will be in the description below. So leave a like, comment which which processor you would get for your PC build if you had to build a PC with one of these processors, and share it with other people, see if they actually heard of this, because I heard this also in an article, so felt like I had to look into it because I'm trying to get into that space of the PC gaming world. So, well, it's more on PC gaming, and also I want to create, so I want to do both of those fronts. So that 5900 might just be the key. But hey, just let me know how'd you like it, what you getting, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.